Oh, hello, you feces-throwing chuck-nut monkeys. It is I, One, your purveyor of plastic, your humble host, coming at you for another delve. Let's delve again into the world of Robots in Disguise 2001. And here we have the Autobot Prowl, who is a Japanese police car, because he's got the red cherry lights, he's got the white and the black all around. I think that says police, I'm not exactly sure, probably does. But yeah, he's pretty cool. And he's not a Lamborghini Countach, I think he's a cross between a Countach and a Diablo, I'm not entirely sure, or it's something that kind of looks like a Countach. But he rolls really nicely. We'll take a look at some details. Like I say, those... oh, wait a minute, I've just realised. The flashing on. There we go, professionalism. Yeah, so we've got some nice decals there. These are all tampered on, by the way. So these, I believe that says police, or maybe highway patrol, I'm not sure. Some nice details moulded into the surface there. You got the nice cherry lights, which unfortunately don't light up, but you know, you can't have everything, can you? You can see into the cockpit a bit. His feet become chairs of a sort. Yeah, it's not too bad. And you got the bonnet there. Nice big Autobot symbol on the front there. Nice headlights all done out. Love these wheels. These are definitely Countach wheels. And you've got something on them. What does it say? Let's see. Let's zoom that in. It says Transformers 2000. It says there. Yeah. These are actually rubber tyres. I think this is the last generation who had rubber tyres, not including reissues and such like. They've got the back there, got some nice rear lights all done in there, which is very nice. And then, yeah, very cool indeed. He is a little bit dirty, but he's been stood on a shelf for the last 25 years. You know, so I do have the Power Links one, the blue one, which is, unfortunately, I couldn't find it for this video. It's around somewhere. It's in storage, but I just couldn't find it. I know I have it, because the only ones I don't have is... I don't have the Power Links of X-Brawn, and I don't have either sideburn. So there we are. And there he is. And they got some same thing on there as well. Unfortunately, none of the doors... Well, the doors kind of open, but they are more for transformation. But yeah, these wheels seem to not have perished, which is very nice. And underneath, you can see robot parts. Hello, Sam. So yeah, and he rolls really nicely. Now, he does come with a couple of accessories. He comes with these sort of, they look like jet boosters. And what you can do is, he comes with two of them. He does come with a left one and a right one. So... yeah, and they're only friction fire, so there's no spring. You press on that, and let's see if I can fire it. So you hold on to these like that, press the back of it, and shoots out quite nicely. And then it's all done in this sort of fire motif there, which is very nice. So you plug that back in there, and these can go on into vehicle mode. Now they do fit, because the cherry lights here have moulded in such a way that you could put these up on the cherry lights there. There we go. So you got that kind of thing. Doesn't look too bad, actually. Doesn't look too bad. But what you're supposed to do is you lift these up on the back of the spoiler there, and they've got these little ports moulded into the same shape as those. So you stick them on there like that, and then you've got, to use the Knight Rider parlance, Super Pursuit mode. Yes, you can rock it into battle. You know, pretty cool. Pretty cool. You can put them the other way, but it doesn't look very good because these are angled like proper tail fins. I mean, you can angle them up and down a touch with the thing. So you got super pursuit. I can't speak today. Super Pursuit mode. There we go. Need to enunciate a little better. Yes. Don't worry, I'm not going to do that the whole video. I'm going to give you my genuine Hollensian accent. Yeah, so let's get into robot mode, shall we? So we'll just disconnect those. And we'll just put them over there. Yeah, so what do we do? Firstly, it's one of these figures that you've got to get bits out of the way to transform it. So the first thing you do is you come to the doors and you just disconnect the door. So, I mean, you could have it so that, you know, you could open the door, but it doesn't really want to work because it comes out like that. So you can't really open the door. I suppose you could do it sort of like that, I guess. But then you've got robot parts because no one can sit in there. So we disconnect the doors and they're just held on by So there's a port there, and there's a peg in the door just there. So we'll just get them, we'll angle those forward, get it out of the way. Now, what do? Get this front windscreen section, lift that up. Get this, so there's what the interior looks like. Yeah, they tried to mould the seats, his feet into seats, which didn't really work. So we get the whole bonnet assembly, that comes all the way up like that. Then you get the legs, these come out like that. They come out like that. And what you do is you get the blue bit here, rotate that bit round, pull down the foot, rotate that back round. So you can do that the other way, rotate that round, and then rotate that round thus. And then you just rotate these round like that. They're on ball joints. And then you just push them out of the way. So we're into this position. So, then what we do, we come to the front here. Well, the back even. And you pull this bit down and leave it out like that. Then you get the rear assembly of the car. And you disconnect this section here. That comes out. And this whole section's connected to the arm. This comes out like that. So what we do is just rotate them around like that, so we get his arms out of the way. So we're into the position. Same for this side. Let's just raise the camera up a touch. You can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. So then we get this bit here like that. Same again. You just pull that out, and we'll straighten that up in a moment. So we'll get that out of the way. Now what we do, come to this bit at the back here. And this all concertina's in, like so. Oh, not yet. Concertina's in like that. So then, at the front here, it comes out this little hole there. There we go. And then you just flatten all that up like that. Then you get this section here. It's just on a slide joint like that. And then you slide it up like that, which I've unpegged that, which is a bit of a shame. But it's to show you. You push that in, and then you slide that all the way in. And that kind of locks that in place, which is very nice. That comes down like that over his back. Then come to the front. This... push down, and it's on these little hinges there. You push this down, and then you rotate the engines up, well, the exhaust up like that, push that in, and then you just put them against his chest like that. And then you come to the arm, you rotate that arm out like that. So his hand's facing up. You can do it any which way you want, but it just makes it a little bit neater. And then there is Prowl in his robot mode, and he looks really cool, actually. You can do anything you want with the door flaps, I guess. You can just have them just hanging there, or you can put them out the back like that. I've seen people do that, it just gets out of the way. But you're supposed to just leave them out like that, and then there he is in his ribbon mode, and he looks really cool, actually. And then, like I said, with Robots in Disguise, they went back to cars, but they used the engineering from Beast Wars to make cars again. Because as you can see, it's a bit... although this one ain't too bad, but it does share very much like a Beast Wars transformation, which is very cool. The others seem to have more sort of asymmetrical parts. The only asymmetrical bit on him is this, but, you know, still pretty cool. And he's awash with detail. We'll have a look at that in a moment. But first, articulation. You can rotate his head 360 degrees, but mine is super tight. Oh, super tight. So then his shoulders are on a ball joint just in here. So they can up, down, move up and down. Then you've got a hinge for his arm there, up and down. And then you've got a bend at the elbow, so bend, bend, bend. Then you've got a rotation at the wrist, at the forearm, sorry, because it's a ball joint. So whenever there's a ball joint, it's also a bend and a twist. You've got ball joints there, like I say, you can raise these up, raise them down. Nothing at the waist, unfortunately, but you can kick forward, kick back on a ball joint. Bend at the knee, rotate at the knee, and then his foot is on a ball joint, so up, down, left, right, any which way but loose. Yeah, so he's pretty fucking cool, isn't he? So let's take a closer look at some of those details, shall we? Let's get him into frame. There we are. He's got a really nice head sculpt. It's kind of like stay. There we are. It's a bit like come on, stand up. The only problem with these, because he's got such little feet and they're on ball joints, there we go. It's quite difficult to stand, but when you get him there, he's pretty cool. Yeah, his head is very much like is it Raiden, the Trainbots combined mode. And then you've got a nice red chrome plated, I can't speak today, red chrome plated Autobot symbol on his chest. A clear sort of engine block there. And then you've got some details in the shoulders. You've got some like circuitry details behind those clear panels. Same for this side, but you've got red that side, and then, blue that side and red that side. which is very nice, makes it a bit unique. And then you got some nice blue. That blue is really nice, actually. So there he is. So you can give him his weapons. So you've got two ways to mount them. You can mount them back on the rear of the spoiler there, but you've got these two pegs on his arm there, which if you do it right, should fit on like this. Oh, stand up. And then like this. And there he is, fully armed up, and he looks really fucking cool. I do like the Carbots from RRD. I'd like to get a sideburn. I still, after all these years, never managed to find one in the wild. But yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? So if you like what I do, and you've not already subscribed, because there's a lot of people who watch my videos and not subscribed, at least 61%, according to my current analytics. And if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. Hit like, shows the YouTube algorithm gods that you like my content, which, you know, I appreciate you doing anyway. A big shout out to all my current subscribers, and a big shout out to all my Patreons. Thank you. And check out my socials, they're all in the description below. And if you like this video, or you don't like this video, sound it out in the comments section. And I will catch you all. Well, if you hit the notification bell, it'll tell me when new videos out. It should be every Thursday and Saturday. So do that, please, as well. And I will catch you all very soon. Bye for now.
Unleashing the power, tearing through the night. Transformers in my hands, ready for the fight. With every single figure